Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you will be good and enjoyed your winter vacations a lot. Now come back to your studies. This is the time for maths class. Students, in the previous class, I explained you the topic fraction and percentage. In exercise 8b, this one. Yes? You completed this exercise 8b in the previous class. Today I am going to start exercise 8c. This one. In which you will learn about application of percentage. Application of percentage. Let us start. See in the book first, applications of percentage. Students, we learned that percentages are another way of comparing quantities. In the first way we learned by ratio, and second way of comparing quantity is percentages. In our everyday life, percentage is used widely in different areas. Some of them are as follows. You have to write, these are the some formulas. You have to write all these formulas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7. You have to write all these 7 formulas in your notebook before starting exercise 8c. First formula, percentage of a quantity. How we find percentage of a quantity? Given quantity will be multiplied by 100. Then second one, percentage of marks scored. As you give your unit test or exams, how can you find percentage of your marks? Marks scored, how many marks you get upon total marks into 100. Suppose in maths you get 16 out of 20. So marks scored will be 16. Total marks 20 means 16 upon 20 into 100. When we simplify it, you will get percentage of your marks. Third is percentage of increase or decrease in the price of commodities or of any item. You see in your daily life, day to day there is increase or decrease in the price of different items. So what is the percentage of increase or decrease? We can find using this formula, or you will do this type of question in exercise 8c. Next is percentage of discount on sales. Nowadays you are noticing when you go on the road, on each and every shop, especially for garments, you will see a tag of sale. So how percentage of discount on sales we find, or we can calculate amount of discount upon price of commodity into 100. Suppose you are going to buy a jeans and the tag of jeans is for rupees 800 and shopkeeper tells you that you will get it for 700, 100 rupees of discount. Then amount of discount is 100 rupees, price of commodity, price of jeans is 800 into 100. Then you can find the percentage of discount on sales. Next, percentage of depreciation. Depreciation means decrease of the value of equipment and vehicles. In the same, what is the amount of decrease upon value of equipment into 100. Now come to increase or decrease as percent. Sometimes we need to find out the increase or decrease in a given quantity as percentage. To convert the increase or decrease in a given quantity as a percentage of the initial value, we can use the following formula. Percentage increases, increase in amount upon original amount into 100%, and percentage decreases, decrease in amount upon original amount into 100. These formulas will be more clear when we will use these formulas in solving the questions of exercise 8C. Now come to profit and loss. Every day we buy or sell goods or items and even avail different services. There may be profit or loss while buying and selling. Shopkeepers buy goods from wholesalers or manufacturers and sell them. The price at which an item is bought is called the cost price of the item. In short, it is written as CP. Shopkeepers may sell the goods at a higher price than the cost price or sometimes at a lower price than the cost price. The price at which an item is sold is called the selling price. So, the price at which any item is bought is called cost price, and the price at which item is sold is known as selling price of the item. In short, it is written as SP. To calculate these, follow the steps given in the flow chart below. C. Observe the cost price CP and selling price CP. If we have to find profit or loss or profit percent, loss percent in any question, what we will do? First, we will observe what is the cost price of that item and what is the selling price of that item. If selling price of that item is greater than cost price, then there will be profit. And how can we find profit? Profit is equal selling price minus cost price. From this formula, we can find these two also. Selling price is equal CP plus profit. See here, selling price is equal profit. Take this minus CP to this side, it will be plus CP. So selling price is equal CP plus profit. And cost price is equal, take this CP this side and bring this profit to this side. So selling price is equal SP minus PSP. Selling price, P is profit. But if selling price is not greater than cost price, selling price is less than cost price, then there will be loss. And loss is equal CP minus SP. If we subtract selling price from cost price, we can find loss. And from this formula, we can also find these two. Selling price is equal, see here, take this selling price to this side and bring this loss to this side. Means selling price is equal cost price minus loss, and cost price is equal selling price plus loss. And sometimes selling price is neither less than cost price nor more than cost price. Both are equal. Selling price is equal cost price. Then there will be no profit, no loss. Profit or loss can be converted to a percentage also. How? We can find the percentage of profit or loss if we knew the amount of profit or loss. Means if we know the amount of profit or loss, then we can find percentage of profit or loss. Similarly, we can also find the amount of profit or loss if we know the percentage of profit or loss, or we can say vice versa. Profit or loss percent is equal amount of profit or loss upon cost price into 100%. I think all this material will be clear to you. Now come to overhead expenses. Students, you see sometimes we buy any second-hand article. Suppose we buy second-hand car and this car does not work properly, then we spend some money for its repair. The money spent to its repair is known as overhead expenses. Or sometimes we buy any very big article from from the market and we pay transportation charges for that article. That extra amount which is paid from the original cost of the item is known as overhead expense. Transportation charges, installation charges, amount spent on repair, taxes, etc. come under overhead expenses. To calculate the overall profit or loss, we should consider overhead expenses along with CP. That is, add overhead expenses to the original cost price. There is one question based on this overhead expenses in the exercise. This will be more clear there. Now let us start exercise 8C. Exercise 8C, solve the following word problems. First question is, a student secures 90 marks in his first test and 75 marks in the second test. Find the percentage decrease. A student is getting 90 marks in his first test and 75 marks in his second test. We have to find the percentage decrease. See here. I explained here how we will do it, how we will solve it. Marks in the first test, student got 90. Marks in the second test, he got 75. First we will find decrease in the marks. What is the decrease in the marks? 90 minus 75. It is 15. This is the decrease in the marks. We will subtract this 75 from 90. Then it is 15. Now we will find percentage decrease because we have to find percentage decrease. Percentage decrease is decrease in marks upon original marks. Multiply by 100. Decrease in marks is 15 and original marks are 90. So 15 upon 90 into 100. Now simplify it. 15 1 ja 15. 15 6 ja 90. Then 2 3 ja 6. 2 5 ja 10. 0. It means 51 ja 50 upon 3. When we will divide this 50 by 3, we will get 16:2 upon 3%. Clear? Now question number 2. See in the book. What is the percentage decrease on a DVD recorder that is priced down from 2,890 to 1,053? So you will do as I explained you first question. Both the questions are same. So do question number 2 self as question number 1. Now come to question number 3. Question number 3 is, an article bought for rupees 800 was sold rupees 1,200. Find the gain percentage. An article bought for 800. Just now I told you the price at which any item is bought is known as cost price and the price at which item is sold is known as selling price. So here cost price of an article is given 800 rupees. Selling price of the article is 1,200 rupees. Since here selling price is greater than cost price. Selling price is 1200, which is more. 1200 is greater than 800. So since selling price is greater than cost price, therefore here it is profit. Profit we can find out. How can we find out profit? See here. Profit is equal SP minus CP, and then we will use this formula. Profit percentage is equal amount of profit upon cost price into 100%. So profit is equal selling price minus cost price. 1200 minus 800, it is 400. Now gain percent. Gain or profit both are same. gain percent is equal gain upon CP into 100. Then gain is 400 and CP is 800 multiply 100. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel, 8 1 ja 8, 8 5 ja 40, 0. It is 51 ja 50. 50% profit. Student, question number 4 we will do in next class. Now come to question number 5. A fruit seller bought a box of apples for 500 rupees. It means cost price of apple is 500. However, he was forced to sell them at rupees 400 because they had started to get spoiled. Spoiled means खराब होना. उसको जो एप्पल से 400 रुपीज में सेल करने पड़े क्योंकि वो खराब होना शुरू हो गए थे. Find the loss percentage. We have to find loss percentage. So see here, cost price of apples is equal 500 rupees. Selling price of apple is 400 rupees. Since here selling price is more or less than cost price, it is less. Selling price of apple is less than the cost price. Therefore, there is loss. Loss is equal cost price minus selling price. Cost price 500, selling price 400. 500 minus 400 is 100 rupees का loss हुआ उसको. Now loss percentage is equal loss upon CP. As we find profit percentage in question number 3, now we will write loss in place of profit. So loss percent is equal loss upon CP into 100. Loss is 100 rupees. CP is 500. Multiply this 100. 0 0 cancel. 0 0 cancel. 5 1 ja 5. 5 2 ja 10. 0. 21 ja 20. 20% loss. Now come to question number 6. Jacob bought a bike for rupees 45,300 and spent 12,500 on repair. See, about this question is about overhead expenses. Jacob bought a bike for rupees 45,300 and spent rupees 12,500 on repair. So it is counted as overhead expenses because this money is spent for the repairing of bike. If he sells it for rupees 75,000 after repairing the bike, he sold the bike for rupees 75,000. Will he get a profit or loss? See here. What was the cost price of bike? For how much he bought the bike? 45,300. Cost price of bike is 45,300 rupees and money spent on repair, that is overhead expenses, is equal rupees 12,500. So total money, how much money he spent for the bike? New cost price is equal 45,300 plus 12,500. We will add it 0 0 0 0 0 5 3 8 2 and 5 7 1 and 4 5. So what is the new cost price? Rupees 57,800. And for how much he sold the bike? Selling price of the bike is rupees 75,000. Since this selling price is greater than this cost price, so there is profit. For how much? Profit is equal selling price minus cost price. Then selling price 75,000 minus 57,800. When we subtract, we get rupees 17,200. So what is his profit? He will get rupees 17,200 as profit. So students, today we will do up to here only. In next class, we will complete this exercise. Question number 4, question number 7 and 8. 3 questions left. We will complete it in the next class. I hope all the sums, all the concepts will be clear to you about profit and loss. Still, if you have any difficulty or any problem, you can ask from me. Okay? Okay students, thank you.